let's do a Joseph Gordon-Levitt piece. And he kind of gave me free reign, or at least I took that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And I wanted to do this one because it's so amazingly underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never hear anything about this film. There's no merch, no merch for it. You can probably barely even find a poster.
What about Brick? Same
Brick,
sort of thing, right?
Brick was really good too.
Yeah.
That's Rian Johnson, the same guy who did Looper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like his first film, I think. Which
if
was
memory serves me right, that was J.G.L's first big screen appearance. That was like after Third Rock from the Sun.
Mm-hmm. No, that's incorrect, because he was Halloween H2O. He gets killed in the beginning. He's one of like the. Have you guys seen that film?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the dude with the hockey stick when he's like somebody's what the fuck does he say? He's like somebody's a little is known to get a little crazy with the stick or whatever. He's like this crazy hockey player, right? And he ends up getting a fucking ice
pick?
No, not an ice pick.
The ice
skate?
Ice skate to the face. That's J.G.L, dude.
Yeah.
And they don't show the kill either. It was kind of a bitch out.
So they just kind of hint at it?
No, you see his body, but you don't see the kill. But yeah, I think that was one of his debut, like, in a feature film, even though he really doesn't have much screen time. But obviously I didn't know, because I wasn't a big Third Rock from the Sun fan, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was when I saw H2O. I had been a big fan since that fucking movie came out. And when I revisited it after I knew Joseph and I had no idea he was in it, that tripped me out hard. I was like, no way, dude. Because he looks like a little kid and shit.
Damn, I've been following him since episode 1 of Third Rock from the Sun.
And to go even farther back, you are really wrong, because he did Angels in the Outfield.
Shit, that's right.
Yep.
Damn it.
As a baby, like a real baby.
And I knew that too, damn.
Born into the game, dude.
Inception. My own information was jumbled up in my head.
Huh?
When did that one come out?
I have no idea.
I want to say that was like 94.
Yep.
It's probably one of the first VHSs I got for like a birthday or Christmas.
That's right. I did actually know that, because I remember when I started watching Third Rock from the Sun, I was like, it's that kid from that baseball movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Man.
Yeah, he did. And then he did another film with Brad Pitt when he was a child, but I forget what it's called. A river runs through it or something.
Damn.
But what was I saying? Oh, whether I like the movie or not?
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about this film because I feel like Joseph, as an actor, is very underrated. Just like our last week's pick is super underrated. I feel like he never wins any awards or gets any real attention, rather than like your normal, like, I'm famous or whatever. But these guys, they're not taken for what they are. Like, they can do pretty much anything or whatever. They're like true, like, method actors.
Yeah.
Like, they can do crazy shit or whatever. You know what I mean? And this film was I thought was a great example of his chops, like how early he's had this ability, and like, he doesn't care if this film is gonna make money or not. He's in it for the long haul. I can really respect that. And then this film, even disregarding J.G.L, is just so tightly written. Just as a script is great on its own, right? And then when you get the direction that the writer took, I guess because he wrote like Out of Sight with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez, which is a great screenplay, and then Get Shorty, I think he did too. So this guy's got some like heavyweights under his belt, and this was his debut. I'm spoiling one of my fun facts, but this was his debut film, like, as a in the director's seat. This is his debut. Directorial.
That's a great movie to start off with.
Yeah, it's I think Roger Ebert said it was like a masterpiece and gave it a perfect score. So yeah, I love this movie. I think it's call me bold for saying this, but it's on my top 10 films of all time. To be honest, yeah.
Do you have a button on there for that? Yeah.
No, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it's largely perfect, dude. When you break it down to every shot and everything that was put into this.
Do you have a top 10 list?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, what is it?
No, it's not in any necessary order, but
yeah,
I
not,
do have
not in
my
any
two.
order, but what are your top 10s? And they don't have to mean anything. No, that I mean they don't have to mean anything to anybody else. I'm just interested in knowing what your top 10s are. And it will.
We should save this for an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd have to sit and write them down.
Yeah, because like you can have your top 10, I can have my top 10, and
fight about it.
And I don't feel like they have to mean anything to anybody in particular because a movie could have touched you in one way, another one could be nostalgic. It's just a fun top 10.
Yeah.
Damn, write this down. Damn.
That's cool. I'll remember that.
Hell yeah.
So I'll go one higher than you guys. Since what I said, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Because I love it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
So I have something a little different. I actually queued up a little interview with Joseph we could play over, and it's kind of basically him telling you about how he tried to get into the mind of Chris Pratt, what he did to prep, and so on and so forth. And I think there's a little bit from Scott Frank too, the writer-director. So do you guys want to hear that now or after the fun facts?
Let's do the facts first.
Okay.
You on board with
cool,
that?
Yeah.
All right, so the Swan Fun facts coming up. They actually outlawed the use of the color green on set, the whole shoot.
What?
Yeah. So there's no green whatsoever in the film. They had never really said why. It was just like they wanted to take that out of the palette. And that's cool. So that's interesting. This film was shot entirely on digital with a camera known as the Genesis, which is incredible to me because if you really look, even on the Blu-ray, a lot of the shots look very grainy, like if they were shot on film, and it has to do with that camera and the way they lit it. But it looks beautiful and it completely suits the story and everything that they were trying to do. But I really like that too. I guess David Fincher was originally supposed to direct.
Oh wow! Okay.
And and then when he left, Scott Frank was like, "Fuck it, I'll do my own thing." Yeah. It was this film was released March 30th, 2007, which is around the time that I graduated high school. That is. This movie was made for $16 million, which is kind of a micro budget, right?
Yeah.
And get this, you guys are going to be fucking floored by this, dude. It made just under $5 million.
Dang, that's crazy.
In the U.S. Yeah, so that's a flop, right?
What about overseas?
Was
there an overseas?
I don't think it was. It was only distributed in the U.S.
Damn, that is a flop.
Like,
hidden gem, to be sure.
but a lot of things come into play. Like maybe they didn't have enough money for marketing, so nobody knew about the film, so nobody went to go see it because it's a very low key film. Even if you watch the trailer, there's only one trailer out for it. So you gotta kind of keep those things in mind when you look at an indie picture like this, judging it on the box office, I guess. And my last fun fact is Jeff Bridges. He actually went to basically like a school for the blind and took classes and hung out with people.
Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
Or was it Jeff Daniels?
Yeah.
Ah.
I was like, Jeff Bridges in this movie?
Whoops.
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels.
Gotcha.
Correct. Yeah, so he went and took some classes and actually, like, took that extra step to make it more believable, and I totally bought it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So that's it for my fun facts. So do you guys want to listen to the interview and then do our closing?
Yeah.
Closing?
Or actually, I don't know. That'd be a cool closer. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Whatever you guys do, I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, let's do that.
I think that add a little finesse on there.
Well, it's because do you want to do like close it with and then we're gonna jump into my the music and the dialogue. It's gonna be weird, mashed up too much.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be interesting.
All right, let's try it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, here we go.
Try it.
Yeah, damn. You should have had that one when I said the Christian Bale comment.
Oh, don't worry. This is staying on here, sir. I'm watching. I'm coming for you. So let's do our closing notes then. Who wants to sign off first, guys?
I'll go first. Okay, so just in closing thoughts, I thought this was a great film. I feel like it was definitely overlooked with what Wes told me about the film, with it, only making $5 million and it being so hidden. I feel like this film should have done way better than that. I feel like it falls under that same category that John Carter did. Mm-hmm. That was another great movie that just kind of flopped because of marketing. I don't know what the case was for this one, but the storyline, the characters, the struggle, trying to be... I feel at its core this movie was more than just him dealing with himself, but maybe on a metaphorical level it was about trying to become human again, because he had lost that in a way. He couldn't pick up a spoon, he couldn't remember simple things, and
the interview is actually going to probably explain a little bit of that for you too.
Cool.
So it'd be nice.
So I really liked it on another level. Great film. Those are my closing thoughts.
I'll go ahead and step in. I really liked the movie. Like we all talked about, it's really underrated for such a good movie, and it's really surprising that it only made that $5 million back. But I like how you said the struggle. And I like the family struggle. I know a lot of people can probably relate to that as like parents wanting you to be better than you are, or whatever, whatever the case is. But I like those type of movies where there's that family type of struggle or
dynamic,
yeah.
And to really pull that off is an accomplishment in itself, to make you really feel. And I could tell by kind of your body language, you in particular, that it got you or whatever. And I was like, damn, this is cool. I'm glad that I was able to share this movie with you. And that's what's so fun about this podcast, is that we're sitting down and being able to kind of, I guess, witness these things, maybe things that I haven't seen, or he hasn't seen, or you haven't seen yet, or even just watching something that we've all seen and taking something new from it, and sitting down and kind of conversing about it. I think it's a beautiful thing, man. So I'm just glad that you guys are here doing this with me every week. It's great.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to steal your
thunder. No, you finished it off right.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So for my closing notes, I just want to say thank you guys always for tuning in and listening to us. This is Drop the Mic. We appreciate every like, share, any kind of buzz. That's awesome, and I feel like we've been getting more and more well received each time.
And if you guys like us in the slightest bit, if you guys find these enjoyable, go ahead and tell your friends about it. Tell them what we do. Tell them what you like. spread the word
or even what you don't like.
Yeah.
Tell us what you like and don't like, so we can change it.
Yeah.